however many hours to do 200 episodes of Mage Talk over the past 5 years, right? Like, what's the ROI on that? How many of your sales are attributed to your podcast? So this is a question I got asked the other day. How many of your leads do you get from your podcast? And I've been asked this so many times, so I thought it'd be a good thing to address. And the short answer is I really don't have a good answer to it. I haven't done a great job of tracking that historically. I have added, like a referral field where people can fill out where they heard about, Commerce Hero, whatnot. And I do, glance at that. I don't really have a good systematic way of attribution, but I do glance at that and, I'll see, oh, cool, they came from Mage Talk. And like, even if you did, like, it's always sort of impossible to track referrals really effectively, even if I was very systematic about it. It makes me think about something that Gary Vee talks about, which is sales versus marketing and short-term sales versus building brand. And like in a short-term sales context, and he talks about how everybody's so focused on short-term sales, right? You want to know, what's my cost of acquisition? I want to spend X dollars and I want to get more than that on that customer. And that's fundamentally got to be over a relatively short time window versus building brand, spending however many hours to do 200 episodes of Mage Talk over the past 5 years, right? Like, what's the ROI on that? And it's like, it's hard to measure, but like, it's something that you feel when you go to a conference and meet people and they're like, oh, I love the podcast. And when people want to use your services and they want, there's a trust relationship that's built. It's hard to measure, it's fundamentally hard to measure. And that's kind of what Gary Vee talks about is you really should focus on building brand, play the long game. It will work. It is effective. You're not going to be able to measure it very well, though, which is one of the challenges and one of the reasons why a lot of people don't do it. But it's extremely powerful. That's basically the answer is like, I don't know. My sense is that it's been worth it, but I don't have the hard numbers on it, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that is pretty much the answer.